Good morning. Happy Monday. Welcome to another collective reading. Using the Out of Hand Pocket Edition. There's still 24 more hours for the campaign. It ends Tuesday, July 23rd at 8:58 a.m. I know that's very specific, but it's because I hit the launch button 2 minutes early. I am using the Out of Hand Pocket Deck and the Out of Hand Pocket Deck Daily Casting Spread. This one has 3 spots for pocket deck size cards, so you could use it with any of your pocket decks. But let's get to it. I want to do a reading for what energy we need to know coming off of this Capricorn full moon. I mean, I think we're still in it for a couple days, but the peak of it was yesterday. So what energy do we need to know about? What story do the cards want to tell us? Okay. And just cut the deck and we will get to it. All right. And with this, we'll flip over this one. Ooh, Judgment. Yes. Whenever I see this, I think about when we point a finger at somebody else, there's usually 3 pointing back at us, right? And what are we hearing the call about? So judgment, there's so much going on right now. People are rising up, people are accusing. Everything is being laid out, right? And so then, let's see, what brought us to this is the King of Swords and 2 of Swords. So let's throw this on in here. So the King of Swords tells me there's been maybe there has been some truths that we had to see, right? Some very large truths. It could be from a person. It could be from an authoritative figure in your life. But because these truths have been dropped and they've been put out there and they've been, widely discussed, but really not debated, this is the decision, right? Now there's this judgment. There's this finger pointing, name blaming, all this stuff going on. And going forward, there's a decision that needs to be made. I find whenever I see the 2 of Swords, I love that it's kind of like the, a friend had once said, it's the shut the F up so I can think card, which I love. And when I drew it for this deck, I thought about the distractions that are at our fingertips. And it's like, when you're making a decision, you already have your choice in mind. There's always one that you want to, that weighs more, that you want to happen. It's like they say, when you flip a coin, you already know what you want before it even hits the ground. So even though there's a lot going on, if we're looking at the world stage, there's definitely a lot going on, but maybe there's a lot going on in your life as well. Judgment, you're hearing the call, you're raising out, maybe you're seeing people for who they are, or every time you offer something, the yeah buts come in. So it's kind of like heeding the call, rising up. Maybe it was a truth that you heard that you needed to hear, and now there's that decision that needs to be made, or not necessarily a truth, but somebody that you hold in high regard has been like, look, here's the facts, this is what needs to happen. And then you're talking to the committee, and the committee's not really offering that much great advice. Or maybe there's too much advice going on. And so now you're like, okay, I need to just sit in quiet and make a decision. Maybe you need to write out your thoughts, eliminate the distractions. You don't have to take the call if you hear the call. So with this one, I'm gonna layer some small Sawyer's Path tarot tiles on the side. Whenever I do them on the sides, it gives a little bit more to the conversation of what came from and where we're going, right? Oh, actually, yes, I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to do the Oracle card. I normally do the Oracle card next, but because, whatever, I'm going with the flow. So what brought us to this point of being able to hear the facts, hear the truth, hear the stuff from this figure is we've got the Queen of Cups and the 4 of Wands. Oh, I love that pairing. So the Queen of Cups says that this has come from a place of deep caring and really diving deep into those depths, right? Of maybe the soul of who we are, And it's something to celebrate. With that Four of Wands, we have the celebration coming on, and you're saying, okay, we've done a great job. We've been swimming in this vast, vast, vast ocean. We care about things, and that's what's gotten us into this position of just knowing what's best. And so the time to celebrate has come to an end. Now we have to just move on with just the facts. We're hearing the call, but now we have that decision to make, right? And so going forward, got two. We've got the Queen of Wands. Ooh, activated. And get back here. The Wheel of Fortune. Things are a-changing and a-turning. There's a lot of royals. There's a lot of big players going on in this. And again, like I said, this could be interpreted as the world stage, but it could also be interpreted as something going on in your life. I find oftentimes that events seem to be very synced in what's going on. So that Queen of Wands energy is just basically like, yes, we can rise from the ashes. We thought maybe things were burnt down, but as long as there's vision and as long as we have this idea that we can pursue, we are in a position to go after it, and we can make those changes, right? So the wheel says what was down will come back up, and what was up might just go back down. So it's literally just things are in motion, and it's going to be fiery and passionate, and it's going to start happening quick. Like, if you believe it, you can make it. So whatever the decision is that you're facing, there's no wrong ones. There's only different paths. And you can trust that the path that you're more passionate about is going to help you come out on top when those wheels are turning. So then we have our nature portal. I like to do the animal. It gives us just kind of like an umbrella for the whole spread, and envelops, if you will. What animal energy do we need? And you just flipped out. So we have the shark. Hammerhead shark. Ta-da. And so when I see that, I see how things, even if it is slow, things have been in motion. You know, sharks, they're constantly in motion. They have this thing about them. I can't find the word right now. They have that, their reputation precedes them, right? Because it's a shark, and you're like, ooh, they are the predator of the sea, and they are going after it. And even though it may be slow, when it's time to act, they're going to be quick. So this decision, you know, so we've got that King of Swords. Let's get into that. The King of Swords is, when I see it in this setting as the barber, is like where the talk is always happening. And then there's some things that we're like, okay, this is the right decision, because it is words, right? This is the right place to be. These are the facts. This is what I'm going to do. It comes from a place of deep love and deep celebration. I have to face these cold hard truths, and I'm in a position of power to make this decision. So I've heard this call. Maybe there's people blaming, maybe there's people, you know, maybe there's been this back and forth and you're tired of it. And so now you're like, okay, everyone shut up. I have already heard the call. I know what I need to do. I know what's right in my heart, and I'm going to make this decision for my best and highest, right? And going forward, because you have put that time into being calm and coming from a place of just deep knowing, you can go forward and know that no matter what, things are going to light up, right? And the wheel's already in motion. Things are turning. And maybe you've been like a shark in this process where you've been kind of slow and taking your time, but then when it's time to strike, you're going to just go after it. And because you're a shark, you're probably going to come out on top, right? And so then in here, the Lenormand, using my Sawyer's Lenormand tiles, what these bring is some action steps. So if you're like, okay, Jamie, what the hell does it all mean? Here's the action steps. And I just shuffle them in a bag, and these bags are made by Moonlit Fae. As always, the links will be in the video description. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And so we have fish, ring, and rider. Okay. Oh my goodness. So there's this cycle that has been abundant, right? It's been going around and round and round and round and round, and you've gotten the message and you've gotten it. And so basically now, when I see this together, I'm thinking about what it is that there was many of that you have made some commitments, some promises, and now with the rider, it's saying you have to spread that message, right? So the action steps from all this is take what you know, understand that this is a promise that you have made, and you're going to go forward and spread this promise and spread this news, and just really be in touch with those people who are going to help you get your word out there. And maybe the decision was something that you needed to do, and so now it's like this commitment because you had a lot of opportunities, and it's time to take action on that commitment. And then to end up with the reading, pillars, I like to usually put them in the four corners. I have the spaces, you can leave them blank, they're not needed. I just like to play with all the tools at my disposal. So I'm using some charms. Look at this adorable little bag. Okay, anyway, so, and our thoughts, because we have air, we have a little teacup. So share your thoughts over a cup of coffee, perhaps. Share the tea. Our watery, our communication, or not communication, sorry, our emotions, our depths. We have the horse. And the horse is telling, to me, it's like that rider. It's the horsepower. It's what we have. It's that thing, like our big, powerful emotions going on. And this, we'll just roll it. So we got green and fire. So to me, that's like a earth of fire. We have that. I mean, I could get deep into that's the page of Pentacles, but we'll just say in the earth, keep grounded when things feel a little bit too hot. Like stay grounded if you feel like you've reached a boiling point. And earth. This one is stuck between my fingers. We have the bicycle. Oh, I love that. So with that, get out and touch some earth, right? Like when things get a little bit too much, get out, get on your bike. Literally, just get on your bike. Go do something that's outdoors that you enjoy. Unplug, because I feel like the energy coming off this full moon and the energy going into the world right now, there's a lot of swimming with sharks going on. There's a lot of big decisions being made. Maybe you don't feel like you have a say. Maybe you do have a say, and that's a huge burden. Maybe you're the one that has to make the decisions. Just know that in this moment, it's okay to unplug. It's okay to touch the earth and just go out and do something that you enjoy. Go have a cup of coffee. Go have some brunch with your friends. Everything is in motion, and try and stay grounded through this cycle. It's going to be abundant. There's going to be a lot of news. There's going to be a lot of promises. Trust your gut when it comes to the promises. And, just know that the wheels are turning and things are just they're going to happen, whether we like it or not. Things are going to keep going. We get to continue in just this vast space, And also, side note, a full moon is a time of letting go. So maybe you just need to let go of things too. And in order to do that, you'll be in that sense of calm in order to make this, whatever your vision of your future is, to come to fruition. So I'm going to wrap it up because I will continue to babble, as you know. I hope you have a wonderful week. And until I see you next time, be well to yourself, and I'll see you then. Bye.